All right guys, today we're gonna work on a deadlift, and we are gonna work on how to put yourself into a better position. The deadlift, if you're unfamiliar, is just picking something up from the ground. I'm gonna show you a couple different objects so that you can understand how this relates to your regular life, and then also transitions into the weightlifting world where you're trying to help yourself get stronger or gain some endurance. The basics are, we gotta put our hips into a good position. For most people, when they go to deadlift, they're gonna round their backs over this way and their body weight is gonna go forward. What we've gotta try and do is get your hips to go backwards. Not your chest forward, but your hips backwards. So the hips need to go backwards so that when you squat down to pick something up, your hands and your body is stacked over your feet and not in front of your feet. If the weight's in front of your feet, you get this, where the lower back starts to round, and now you're starting to be at risk, and you're also losing the ability to be as strong or be in as good a position. So, if I were going to pick up this kettlebell, what I need to do is try and put it between my feet as much as possible, so that when I go to squat down and grab it, I can send my hips backwards, grab a hold of that kettlebell, keep my chest up, drive the head up, chest up, and then squeeze my glutes as I get to the top, bringing my hips back underneath my shoulders. This is a real important piece, is that you're bringing your hips back and then squatting and then coming up and bringing your hips under your shoulders, where most people tend to do this. And you can see the difference in the back there, and then they try and pick up from here. You're losing power and you're also putting yourself at risk. You're not trying to get your shoulders over your hips. You're trying to get your hips back underneath your shoulders. It's a much more balanced position. You can do that same thing if all you have is dumbbells at home. You can grab them this way. You can even do it one-handed. The same thing there, drive your hips forward, squeeze the glutes. You could also do that with something like a medicine ball or a slam ball of any object like this. Here, stand up and squeeze the glutes. Reach back behind your heels to touch. That'll put your hips in a better position, and go from there.